When they first told me I would be speaking in front of about 500 people, I was in shock, nervous, excited. I couldn't sleep and I couldn't think. I actually meditated. I took a couple deep breaths the day before, and I got to listen to some classical music that me and my mom used to enjoy when we were together. And I felt her in spirit. And then when I got to the stage, I asked her to be in my heart and tell me what to say. My name's Jose Sorzano. I'd like to introduce myself that I have an intellectual developmental disability. I have cerebral palsy. I grew up with braces, and when I got my first pair of braces, that movie Forrest Gump came out. And his mom in the movie reminded me of my mom. And I used to be very, very sad because I wasn't like the other kids. I would fall, trip. Sometimes I would even have to use a wheelchair to move. I got to meet, actually, Tom Hanks at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. He came into my room and he told me, you know what, Jose? Life is a box of chocolates because you never know what you're going to get. People with disabilities like myself that have intellectual developmental disabilities, we're seen as people that really can't be progressive, and basically our only options are to be institutionalized or being in imprisonments or not having equal resources like everybody else. I would like to give thank you to Inland Empire Health Plan. I work for this wonderful organization. They sponsored my certification. I'm really honored to be a part of that team. I'm a community health representative.
Jose's day-to-day is he's out there in the community, I would say about 90% of the time, not only meeting one-on-one with executive directors, with, again, the community at large, but a lot of his role is really setting up events as well in various capacities based on need. The beautiful part of him being out in the community is the connection that he's able to have with the members.
We were able to form a COVID-19 response food distribution and PPE equipment for our communities. When I was able to make a difference in the family, it impacted me because I'm not a person with a disability. I'm just like everybody else, and I want to help people.
It always goes back to passion. And with Jose, you see it in his work, you see it in his words, you see it in his connections that he has within the community.
We have to make sure we're doing the right thing. We have to make sure that we're doing everything in our power to do what we have to do to improve the quality for that specific member. Trust is always a big thing, and you cannot not go the wrong path with trust. You have to demonstrate that you're keeping your word at all times.
Trust is built by doing the right thing is exactly what I would expect to hear from Jose. And that goes back to Jose's passion for doing the right thing on a daily for the community in which he serves, and you see it.
One of the goals I had after my mom passed away was to get back into an academic program that can help me be a little bit more professional in serving our members.
So the opportunity that was presented to Jose was to be part of the Loma Linda University Gateway Community Health Worker Program. And I remember Jose sitting down with me. He's like, I don't know if I can do it. I've heard that it's very intensive. I don't think it's the right fit for me. And I said, you're not alone. It's okay. We got you. We have your back. We're going to help you get through these 9 weeks. And he said, okay. He's like, I'll give it a go.
And when they called me in at IHP and they said, hey, there's an opportunity to go to Loma Linda University, that opened my heart. Carmen taught me how to budget my time as a professional. And by learning time management, I was able to complete that program. I was the first individual with an intellectual developmental disability to graduate from that program from San Noel Gateway College / Loma Linda University, and I just got certified this past summer. And I had the opportunity to do what I love to do, and that is to serve people, help people, empower them, show them the right way. Thank you very much. Growing up, they told me I wasn't going to be able to have kids or I wasn't going to get married. And now I have 3 beautiful daughters and my wife. So I was like, wow, that's why life is always a box of chocolates, because you never know what you're going to get.